Romo, it's Tiki and Tierney. What's happening, buddy? How you been?
Doing great, guys. How you doing?
Doing okay. Boy, where do you start? Well, let's start with the Manziel stuff. And I mean, the Browns always seem to do the wrong thing. I don't know how anybody, maybe you feel differently, can frame this as the right thing, not playing Manziel the last month of the season. I mean, what are they thinking here, Romo?
Well, I think it's probably the end of him, maybe in the NFL. The guy is in recovery. He's either an alcoholic or a drug addict, and he went to recovery, and he's relapsed. And that relapse is something that the Browns really don't want to have any part of.
Well, then cut him.
They don't want him out on the field.
Cut him.
Yeah, why are they hanging on to him, Bill?
You know what? That's the piece that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe in the off season they'll try to make a trade for him, but I don't know who would want to trade for him. I really don't.
Chip Kelly?
Jerry Jones?
Maybe, but he's damaged goods.
Yeah.
Hey, we've all seen with Aldon Smith what's happened with him, with his recovery and his relapses, the challenges he's had.
Now, you're up in – where are you at? You in San Francisco?
I'm in the Bay Area.
So you're in the Bay Area. So you see these things. When Oakland decides to pick up a guy like Aldon Smith, who needs nothing more than a kick in the ass to figure out what's wrong with his life, gets picked right back up when other guys don't, like the Ray Rice story and other things like that. What message does that send to you as a former player? Because I know what it sends to me, and it's kind of nonsense.
Well, here's what you have, though, with Aldon Smith. He's a young football player. And you hope after this last incident that he's got it figured out. Because eventually guys do figure it out or they just go downhill fast. And he had an incident, and you're hoping that he's figured it out and you're ready to move forward. And I look at it this way. Aldon Smith is a good enough player that you take a chance on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Johnny Manziel has not proven, especially at the quarterback position, who has to be the leader of your team, the leader of your organization, that he can, be that guy.
But Bill, let me throw this by
Aldon Smith, a little different story.
I hear you, and I don't disagree with the way Aldon distinguished himself, and I got a chance to see that. I was out there, as you know, when they drafted him,
yeah.
And he played well, man. But the difference, and this is a defensive player, you can have an immediate impact on a team just when your sole job is to rush the quarterback. When Justin Smith is taking up two bodies, I don't know that we can say that Manziel's had a chance to even show what he is, which is what makes this so confounding.
Yeah, but you profess to have figured it out. You're trying to do the right thing, and then all of a sudden, you get caught in social media out, drinking and partying.
Mm.
I mean, at least be smart enough where you have some kind of a party at your house. Lock the doors. Don't let anyone, have their, phones out, and have a blast. Bring all the, hookers and girls you want, in the country. Fly them in. Do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have your boys over.
Yeah.
But hey, be smart about it.
I hear
you. Can't be smart about it.
I hear you. It's Bill Romanowski, and if you have the hookers, make sure you have a nice bowl of condoms as well, right, Romo? That's Bill Romanowski, 16 years in the NFL, hard-hitting linebacker. He's with us here on Tiki and Tierney. He also does Raiders post-game stuff on Comcast, so he is very much in tune with the league.
Yeah, Bill, I'm not sure if you've seen this news yet. I think it just came down that the Denver Broncos are going to start Brock Osweiler for the rest of the season, and Peyton Manning battling all the injuries is likely not going to see the field again. As someone in the division, or at least covering a team that's in the division, this demise of Peyton, is it sad? Because we just had a list of some of the saddest endings in sports. Is this sad, or is this kind of what we should have expected?
I tell you what, it is sad. Here's a guy who was caught in a power struggle between running the West Coast offense and running a system that would be a little more conducive to him. He came into training camp lighter, throwing the ball as well as he has in 5 years. And, your left tackle goes down with a knee injury, and all of a sudden you've got a young offensive line, that they're moving around trying to get the right combinations. And because of running a new offense, the offensive line not blocking very well, and him not being in his comfort zone. When he got there, basically Adam Gase took his offense and built, everything around Peyton Manning.